I'm glad you finally came to the table to talk. Honestly, this has needed to happen for quite some time now. You as well as I both know that we've been at odds ends with each other for quite some time. And I think it's about time we have this out. I don't know about you, but I just kind of want to get this over with. I've been here for a long time, actually. It's you who's finally come to the table to talk. I've been wondering how long it was going to take you to get you here. Really? It's not like I haven't been trying to get your attention or anything. That's funny. Not with the nightmares or bad feelings or any of that stuff whatsoever. But, look, you finally made an effort to get here. Appreciate it. This is the reason I didn't even really want to get into this with you. Because I already knew that this was where it was going to go. You were going to point fingers and blame everybody else around you because that's how you do things. That's how you operate. And it's quite frustrating when you're in my kind of shoes because that's not how I work. I take responsibility and I own up to everything that I put in front of me, regardless on whether it's my problem or not. I do. Maybe you should take some examples. Why? Because I'm not something that you can just bully away? I mean, big bad whatever, you can't get rid of me with that, can you? You can't yell me away, you can't push me away, you can't drag me away. There's really not a whole lot you can do to get rid of me. And it drives you crazy because it's like outside of your control. And man, really, things that are outside of your control, right? That's a problem for you. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, of course you don't. I don't bully people, and I certainly don't bully you. Matter of fact, I think in all honesty, I give you a lot more control than what I really should. I let you have say in things that I feel like I have a pretty damn good handle on myself. And in all honesty, I don't need you running around up in my head trying to tell me elsewise. Okay. So, you need to quit that noise. Well, let me give you a window into what I see, right? Of course you don't want to deal with this. Of course, you don't know what I'm talking about. Really, let's cut to the chase there. These nightmares that are keeping you up, they're me. They're trying to get you to understand where you're at in life. The fact that you, I don't know, can't make it to the gym in the morning because you can barely pull yourself out of bed some days. Your eating issues. You binge eat your feelings away because you don't know how else to handle them. You don't deal with me. You just suppress me and push me down. And we're not even going to get into your family problems because Lord knows you got plenty of that going on between your mom and your dad, whatever. Everything else in your life that you just don't want to deal with and that you just keep trying to tuck away. So, I get it. All that's crap, right? You always blame everybody else. It's kind of like what I said at the very beginning of this whole thing. Okay. You always blame human error. You always blame the mistakes of your humanity and your normal nature of things just because you're human and this thing and that thing. And you just don't want to put the work in. It's disgusting. Right. You're so much better than that. If you would just put the work in and dedicate yourself to stuff, you could accomplish it. And you know that. We have this conversation all the time. We talk about this in our videos. Yeah, all right. To be honest with you, I think you're scared. I think you're just scared to go because you're scared of what would come of it if you did. That would be something you would say. Oh, I hurt your feelings? You're right. I know, I'm human. Why don't you? Why do you have such a hard time confronting the fact that you're human? And that these stupid high expectations you set for yourself aren't obtainable. And the reason why they're not obtainable is because you give yourself such ridiculous standards to live by, and you can't even come close. Not because you're not good enough, but because you're human. We're human. That's crap. We can do whatever we want to do.
That's always your rebuttal.
You just got to push harder. And yeah, I talk about the drive because that's what makes us. Our drive is what pushes us around and gets us to where we want to go. And the biggest problem you got is the fact that you don't have the drive that you need to go where you want to go. That's the problem.
Okay.
So if we're addressing this, it's you, not
Push
me.
harder, huh?
Push harder so we can get back to that dark place when things don't pan out. That place where you beat yourself up because things didn't work the way you wanted them to, and then you hold yourself to that stupid standard we talked about earlier on. Where you tear yourself into pieces over things that are outside of your control, and then I'm supposed to live in that with you. That place that we go every time we push harder, that place. So am I supposed to just stop growing because of you? Am I supposed to hold myself back and worry about all those little things that you say get in our way? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to stop? I didn't say that. Because that's not in me. I don't have that ability. You're doing that thing again where you're not listening. You're going to have to provide me some better options here. Fine. You know what? Deal with you, yeah, of course. You're never going to grow. You're never going to grow until you learn to deal with me. Until you learn that who I am is who you are. And that I'm a part of you. And I'm a part of you that you can't get rid of. Have you thought of that? Okay. No, really. Okay. Fine. Maybe you're right.
Wow.
But I'm not the only one here who needs to change.
Give this guy a pat on the shoulder.
A lot of this speech that you just gave me can apply to you, right? You understand that. Like, I'm not the only one in fault here. I'm not the only one lacking. I'm not the only one that's not holding up to the right standards. Maybe we both do. Maybe we have been working so hard at proving the other one wrong that we've sabotaged each other. Maybe you're right. I guess if we have to look at things in that way, I agree to that. Maybe we both do need to change. Maybe we have to finally learn how to work together. So I guess the question that's left is, where do we go from here? Forward.